In this recording, I'm going to walk you through how to use the new chat feature on the forum. You can see the chat icon up here in the top right. It looks like a little speech bubble. If I click on it, it's going to open a little chat window just here that sits on top of the screen. You'll see a few controls and then two kinds of chats. The first control is this X here on the far right. Clicking that will close the chat. Clicking the two arrows down that face downward will collapse the chat. So if I click that, you can see the chat is here just in the bottom right corner, but it's kind of hidden. I'll click those up pointing arrows to bring it back up. The expand arrows, so two arrows pointing away from each other, if I click on that, it will expand the chat into full screen. Clicking the two arrows pointing back together will close the full screen. So the chat will remain open, but if I click those, you can see it's just come back to the small widget just on the right side of the screen. The two types of chat that you can see are called channels, just here on the top, and then personal chat. A channel is a group conversation that different people can join. They're usually created based on the different categories. So as you can see at the minute, we have the only one we have on screen is for staff. That's because we've been testing it and it's the only channel we've created. A personal chat is a private conversation between two or more people. So for both of these, I'm only chatting with one other person. So I just close that for now. I'll show you what it looks like when you receive a new message. So you can see that little one that's just appeared in green just below the little chat icon. If I click on that, that one appears now next to the chat with Marvel. You can see it here on the right. This means that I've got a new message from Marvel. And there it is, just saying hello. If I close this, and then you can see instead of a green dot with a 1 in it, there's a blue circle with no number. That means that there's a new message inside a channel. So if I click on the icon again, we can see there's a little 1 here next to the staff channel. Oop. And if I click into that, we can see a message from Marvel again. If you want to reply to a message, I'll click into that one with Marvel. You can see down here there's a little box where you can add your own message. Just next to where you type in, there's a little plus icon. If I click that, you can see that I can add an emoji or even attach a file, so if you want to send someone a picture. If I add an emoji though, we'll click that now, I can now add a little smile. And to send it, I just hit return or enter, or click the little paper airplane icon on the right. And now Marvel's seen my message. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a very faint green circle around both Marvel's little icon here and my own. That just signifies that we're online. If I go back to my staff chat, we can see here that Alex's icon does not have the same circle because she's not currently online. If I want to start a new personal chat, I want to start a private conversation with me and one or more people. If I just click this little plus icon here on the right, that will give me the option to search for a new person. So if I add Bobby to a chat, and then I could also add Mrs. 5K. To start that conversation, all I have to do is start typing here. So I'm going to go back now because I don't want to send them a message out of the blue. If I'd like to join more channels than what we have here, I'm just going to click the little pencil icon on the right. Now what will happen when this list is populated is you'll see a number of little squares just like this one all lined up here showing which channels you can join. From this screen, so we've got the chat open in full screen, you can see that those little arrows here on the right have disappeared. So you're not able to collapse the screen from here. I'm hoping that that will be fixed soon, but in the meantime, if you do need to collapse this chat again, just click into one of your conversations and then you can see those arrows have reappeared. And that's the new chat feature on the Maestro Guide forum. I hope this helps.